Hello my dear students, first of all good afternoon everyone. Today I will start a new chapter from Sociology, chapter number 2, Cultural Change. In earlier video I have completed the chapter number 1, Structural Change, how the structure of the change in society, then I already know about it. Then we will move how it was the change of the culture, what were the aspects of the changing of culture, why it is needed to changing of the culture. So some of the questions arose out from here. So my dear students, I will just move on this chapter. Some of the terms which are included in your NCERT book: social reformers, modern communication and transport, new organizations, new ideas were implemented and imbibed, major cultural change in India, where the two terms also denotates sensitization, westernization. So my dear students, social reformers, what do you understand about it and what it means? Cultural change, what we want to the introduction about the cultural change refer to the change of customs, change of the traditions, change of the belief system and change your lifestyle. It is also said change your behavior, where we got inspired by the British class. This is the examples where we adopt a new traditions. This is known as the changements of the culture. So my dear students, most of the cultural lag which are implemented, which are converted and find out a new styles and new attitudes. Here the change the aspects in a daily life. So my dear students, during the change of the society, what were the aspects, what were the reasons implemented and why it was implemented? So I am telling to you. Here's the discussion about the social reformers. They want to make and prepared only one streams to the society, because the society have the most of the contradictions and the contestations due to the some reason behind of it. It means you are untouchables, you are oppressive, you are not achieving the equal status. Then it is said you are not the distribution of the resources not equally. Then it is said the social reformers want to make the reforms in the society and change the patterns of the life of every individuals. Where the oppressive peoples we are talking about, they were living under pressures of this community because they are excluded from here. So my dear students, during the British rules, social reformers wanted to change the social system. Here in India, changing life of the women and the Dalit, because if we are talking about the Vedic periods, then it is not authoritative. The women and the Dalit touch to the Vedas, Vedic traditions, and they have no rights to learn a lot from theirs. They have no rights to move on a polygamous. It means they are oppressive from theirs. So most of the social reformers have mainstream to change the mindset of the people, those who are situated on the upper status in this society, and they also want to move those positions for every individuals and every groups, because the oppressive people is also equally and same as achieving the status. So they want to reform the society. Some of the aspects here we are taking the Raja Ram Mohan Rai. He introduced the term of Brahma Samaj. He founded the Brahma Samaj and given an idea. This is the institutions where every people, every individuals respectables, and women also join these institutions. So my dear students, the Raja Ram Mohan Rai reduced the sati systems from this community, from this India. This is the evils which are running over here from a long time. So the Raja Ram Mohan Rai have institutionalized Brahma Samaj. Under this, the peoples wanted to remove these evils. So another, we also know the name of the Dayanand Saraswati. He also established Arya Samaj. He founded the Arya Samaj. What were the reasons behind of it? Then it is said he also wanted to remove the cultural rights of the society, because the practice and the belief is differentiates to this society. So he wanted to unite this society. He founded the Arya Samaj. And those who are oppressive or depressive peoples, they come from every professions, they come from every society and will join this foundations. This was the aim, because they want to the unified. Social reformers came during British rules and Mughal rules, because the British tried to change the mindset of the peoples. It also changed the mainstream of the Indian community, Indians, every individuals, Indians, citizens. So my dear students, what were the aspects of the modern communications and transport? How the peoples communicate to each other? What were the aspects? Why they connect to the one individuals, those who are situated on the high positions in the society? They have achieved the high levels authority. They have here the introduction about the railway. It is said it was the post. It is also said the postal system also introduced to the society. They made the improvements of the roads and the postal system, also railway, and the benefits of the both in this community. So my dear students, the British used to transport goods and facilitate easy movements of the goods from one place to the another place. The Indians benefited from through easy transport system has been introduced by the term of the railway in this country. So my dear students, they could facilitate and the freedom struggles through easy travels to the world, move from one place to another place, and would also know what is happening over the country. So my dear students, this is the facilities also for them, because the Britishers want to know every aspects of the society they observing, because they want to achieve the lot of the information about the culture, about the tradition, about the belief system of the peoples, which are those who are living in India, because they want to attack on the mainstreams. They want to attack and want to make them as a slave. They want to perform an activity which is analyzed as a political controls on this country. So my dear students, the new organization has been set up when the introduction of the railway and the postal has been comes out. Here, social reformers would hold debates and talk about the important issues which are running over here in the society. Associations were set up all over the nation. Here, the social reformers set up their association in the respective states, like the Rajasthan, like the Madhya Pradesh, like the Uttar Pradesh, and the other provinces. Here, the Raja Ram Mohan Rai and the Brahma Samaj in the West Bengal, they established theirs. The institutions introduced by only those who are oppressive, those who had not achieved the equal status in the society. So they had to join these institutions for achieving achieving positions from theirs. So my dear students, reformers will educate. Reformers would write in the journals and the newspapers. They have write downs or it's in their newspapers also. They introduce and publish magazines where they where they proclaim about the crisis of this country, about the evils of this country in the society also. So my dear students, here was the new idea which comes out when the colonial rule started. We have influences all the aspects of the life. What were the aspects of life? When the railway is introduced to me, it is the easy way of the transportations has been started in India. It means the easy way to the trading concepts, export and import of the goods is to be also easy. Then it is changed the relationship between modern and the mothers and the daughters, because liberalism and the freedom of the thoughts came into the beings. It is also included in the new ideas which comes out. This changed the outlook of the relationship, furnitures and interior design of the houses. It is also use of the sofa and the dining tables and the crockery. So it is the description of nowadays you are living in this modern period, so new ideas comes out. Here we are using advanced technology. We call advanced technology because we are sitting inside your room, then you are achieving a lot of the information about the whole world, whole universe. Then it is said you have achieving advanced technology and you are achieving a lot of the information from them. It means the advancements of the society, it means the innovative ideas has been comes out, then it is said started a new streams in this society, because nowadays it was someone has changed their mainstream mindsets toward the tribals, toward the societal aspects of the society, because those who are untouchables today in our constitution has given reservations concepts, so they want to the given, so the Indian constitution also given to equal status in the society in their according to their reservations. So my dear students, another concept, major cultural change in India, when we learn a lot from the Sanskritization and when we learn from the Westernizations. These two new words comes out from the society. It means where the cultures, where the traditions, where the customs, by inspiring to you, adopting by yourself, then it is said the culture is imbibing in your mindsets, you are practicing them. Then it is said the Sanskritization has been completed. And where the term of the Westernization, it is also based on two terms, where the material aspects of the culture, where the non-material aspects of the culture. Material aspects of the culture, it is based on material. When the introduction of the railway, it is said the change of the lifestyle of every individual, then it is said the material aspects of the culture. And the non-material aspects of the culture, when the automatically, it means the cognitive aspects of the culture, it means the way of the learning of the culture, then it is given an ideas and culture is also adopting by you. The cultural transmissions has been completed by your cognitive aspects. Another way we also say here, the non-aspects of the culture is normative, where the rules and regulations, where the Panda has been written down, then it is said, you have write down rules, then it is followed by every individual, then it is the normative aspects of the culture. So my dear students, what were the cultural change? Here the terminology of the Sanskritization, Westernization and others of them. Another way, the social reformers detailed women should be educated, and this led to the formation of the associations. Writing to the journalists, newspapers, like as the Jyotiba Phule, he also known as the social reformers. Here the Savitribai Phule, he also known by establishing the schools in Pune for the girls. Here, Rana Day and the Ishwar Chand Vidyasagars focused on the widow remarriage, but they are different approaches to it. Rana Day, widow remarriage, we must treat the differences accepted to the Vedas. Ishwar Chand Vidyasagars meant to obey them. Here, these are the social reformers. They have a lot of the works toward the society. They have a lot of the works for the society. They implemented the rituals, they implemented the practices which are performing from the ancient time in India, but they changed the mainstream and the mindset of the people. So my dear students, many social reformers believe in the similar issues and aspects of the life, but they had differences approaches to it. So my dear students, here the term of the Sanskritization comes out. So it is said the lower caste copies the lifestyles of the others without changing their culture. This is the term is called the sensitizations, where you are adopting the culture from the different countries, but you also knowing your own cultures which are primitive, which are dominative, giving up non-ways and the becomings true to them. Lower caste started wearing the staccato thread, and this was astonishing and to the Brahmins, and the threads of this terms desensitization is also started for the Dalit in the majority of in the places, and they do not feel the copyings of the upper caste culture, but the upliftment of the status of the lower caste. Then it is said they will communicate and achieve the equal opportunities to are the positive aspects of the culture. Here the terms of the westernizations depends upon the three label: primary, secondary and tertiary. Primary label is saying what is the primary level? When those who came to the under direct influences, it means the contact with the Britishers. Then it is said the officials who traded with them, then it is also adopted the culture of the westernizations. And it is secondary levels when the peoples came under the prudent contact with the Britishers. Then it is said the secondary stage of the adopting the culture. And the third, those who were nominally, it means of the remotely they were used and practiced for the culture, and here they were contacting with the Britishers such as the rural peoples. Some of the terms which also thinking about the westernizations, then it is said the term of the westernization has been imbibed in the people. Here the way of the thinking about the westernizations: first, freedom of the thoughts; second, the liberty. The two aspects of it. Here it is said, social reformers tried to uplift a status of the Dalit and women, but the liberty, every individual perform a patterns of the customs. There was a change in not any architectures and any behaviors. Then it is said the Raja Ravi Verma first to the paints of the nuclear family. Earlier they would paint only the joint family. Architecture, what were the aspects of behind this? Parliament buildings, houses, railway stations were introduced by the Britishers. It means the implementations of the architecturals, it is also changed toward the cultural change. It is also said that it is a cultural change. The two way of the thoughts: first, the Western thinking started thinking like them, the way of the treated as a woman. Second one is the Western practices were influences in their belief system, food, customary way of the speakings, and general confliction between generations were always prevalent in the society. So my dear students, I have completed these 4 or 5 topics which is related to your chapter number 2. So you find out problems from these topics when you read out your NCERT books, and you can ask any problems, any query which is related to your topics. Thank you. Have a nice day.